All right, folks. Hey, my retirement plan is in a software package called Boldin. I'm going to demonstrate that today, a couple of the features of it that I haven't gone into detail before. One is something called money flows, which allows you do-it-yourselfers to do all kinds of movement between accounts of your money. So say if you had money in a traditional IRA and you wanted to move it to a brokerage account or you wanted to move it to your cash account, you want to do that at the beginning of the year to or twice a year to move money out of your stocks into your cash checking account so you could fund your lifestyle from that. Most software packages don't do that. You have your three accounts, your traditional, maybe your Roth, maybe your brokerage account or checking account. Maybe that's four. Some people have five, six, seven accounts, and you enter them into your software package, and that's just what it is. Well, year by year, you could move them around inside of Boldin, and that more reflects reality. That's what I do with my buckets. That's what people do when they rebalance. So that's a section called money flows. We're going to get into that. Number two, I'm going to talk about IRMAA and how Boldin highlights your IRMAA expenses. And then I always like to talk about taxes because this is at least 80% of the reason that I buy Boldin is the vision it gives me on taxes. Maybe I just love it and it's so different than other packages and um, especially the free calculators. I get, people say, hey, have you tried the Fidelity calculator? Have you tried this? It's free. This is free. Yeah, and it's worth every penny. So I use Boldin. Um, Hopefully enjoy this video. So I'm going to share my screen. First thing I'm going to do, there you go. You can see my screen. This is the overview screen. So I'm going to go into a little bit of background here for you. This couple has 2.25 million. Okay, that's a big number, but it helps me show a point. You could do this with $500,000. They have a 97% probability of success based on what they're doing. Let's jump into this. Let's look at their, I don't want to go into everything, but their accounts. So they have 1.6 million in an IRA, okay, traditional. And you can input what kind of rate of return you want on that. You can input just from market history. You can put in moderately aggressive, aggressive being 10.25. They're looking back at history and what it's paid for like an all S&P 500 fund there. Or you can put in a custom amount or where you can put in optimistic and pessimistic numbers. So this is a new feature where you can just select aggressive, moderately aggressive. Boldin added this because a lot of people were making mistakes. Okay, so they made this real simple. I'm going to select moderately aggressive for my IRA. And this is a dummy account. This isn't my actual account. Boldin gives me this. So let's look at their accounts. So they've got this IRA, they got a brokerage account. It's moderately conservative, getting, maybe a 60-40 fund, getting 6.64 historically percent return, and then 100,000 in a high interest savings account, money markets, just kind of managed cash, essentially cash accounts, low to no risk funds. So that's where this couple's funds are. Now, if you notice up here, this is the baseline plan. This is what's gold with Boldin. You could have, I believe, five funds, five scenarios. Sorry, this is the baseline plan. I got a no Roth conversion plan, and I got a work one more year plan, and you just toggle between the three of them or the five if you have five set up. Super cool. See which one's better for you, but that's not the intent of this video. So that's this couple. The husband is going to work one more year, and the spouse is already retired. I wanted to show you money flows. Okay, money flows is where you can move money into and between accounts. That's this reoccurring contribution. Say you had some oil well money coming in, you could put that in these contributions coming in. Excess income, This, you may not think you need this, but if you're taking RMDs and you've got a pension and you have Social Security, you may be bringing in more money than you're sending out. So where do you want to put that money? Gives you control over that. I have it go into the brokerage account. Withdrawal strategy. How are you going to withdraw money? Okay. I've got it based on spending needs. I put in my expenses, go spending, base spending, slow go spending. We've talked about that a lot. So I just selected spending needs, but you can also have fixed withdrawal. You can put in the 4% rule. Okay. You can just put that in. Max spending is kind of fun. You hit max spending, it gives you what you can spend the maximum every year and end up with $0 on the day you die. That's just kind of fun to play with. So you can choose how you want to withdraw your money. I got it on spending needs. I think that makes sense for the vast majority of people. That's going to be reality. Because I'll back up to expenses here for a second. Baseline spending, this couple has $5,000 a month plus 200 a month unplanned expenses. This is the unexpected dental issue, the unexpected car issue that comes up. And they also have quite a hefty go-go spending of $1,500 a month. I think that's $18,000 a year. And then once they turn 75, that drops down to $750 a month, $9,000 a year. So that's how expenses tend to play out for people, not just flat 4% rule. Good rule of thumb, not a way to plan in my mind. So back to money flows. So I covered withdraw order. Okay. Now tell me if other software packages allow you to do this. Where are you going to take your money from? I got it from the high interest savings account, checking account, brokerage account, retirement account, Roth conversions. Okay. You want to edit that order. You go to edit order. And then you want to do your retirement first. You just move it up here first. IRA first now. IRA third. Okay, I'm going to leave it third because I'm going to make a change here. So basically, it's going. Okay, I didn't save that right. I'm going to move the retirement to the third one, and then I got to save that order. High interest savings account first. Okay, now I'm going to go into transfers. So this is where I could go into, see, comes up here. I'm going to say I want to take from my IRA to my checking account, high interest savings CD, that's my checking account. I'm going to take, basically at the beginning of each year, I'm going to take $70,000 just for fun. Let's pick that number. I'm going to do that every year. Every year, starting at what age? I'm going to start that when I retire, when this person retires. I think they're going to retire at 62, so starting next year. And we're going to do that until they're 70. Notice the start and stop times of this. Note that is so you can customize it to what makes sense for you. Now I'm picking 70 because they're going to start taking Social Security at that time, so they won't need this large amount coming in, moved from their IRA to their savings account for that year. And then I could hit save. Now I can add another transfer if I wanted to. I can add another transfer from when I'm 70. Go ahead and do that. So when I'm going to move from my IRA to my checking account, the amount it's only going to be $25,000, just for an example, and I'm going to do that annually because I'm now getting Social Security. I'm going to start that at age 70. This is more realistic to how you're actually going to move money around. And I'm going to do that to, I could do that to mortality. See how till the very end, 93 and 11 months. Hit save. Okay, so now it's taking that money out of the stocks, putting it into my checking account at the beginning of each year. So I know I have that money coming in and my accounts are earning the right amount. What I mean by that is if you don't do money flows, and you say you're going to pull like from your IRA first, um, let me back up a little bit. If I leave it in this order, for example, it's going to consume my checking account, then my brokerage account over the years, and then go to my retirement account. And it's going to be the last several years of my life, last 80%. I'm going to be 100% stocks. I'm going to be 100% stocks because it's going to consume these. So money flows allows me to move money into the accounts like I'm naturally going to do. Okay. So that's money flows and transfers. The last thing under money flows is Roth conversions. Okay. Now, this person's got 4 massive Roth conversions in the first 4 years. And that was selected based on going to the Roth Explorer. You go to launch Roth Explorer, and this is what I loved. You could pick how you want the software to maximize the value for you. Do you want the highest estate value when you die? Do you want to go to just a certain tax bracket limit? Like you can go to 22% tax bracket. That's all I want to go to. 12% tax bracket. It'll do that for you. You can do it based on the lowest lifetime tax liability. So you'll pay the lowest taxes in your lifetime. May set up your heirs to have a big problem, but it's lowest in your lifetime. And then do you want to maximize on IRMAA brackets? This is the premiums you pay for your Medicare supplements. Medicare Part B, Part D are income related. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. So just for fun, I'm going to pick, let's just maximize. I don't want to go any higher than the 22% tax bracket. I just don't want to do that. This says, yes, it's okay to take the taxes out of the conversion if you want to. I don't want to get into that. So this says, based on doing the 22% tax bracket, I want to do 18 conversions, but I'm going to have 4.2 more million at longevity if I do it that way, but I'm going to pay a little bit more in taxes, $300,000. So this is, you can just play around with that. You can just say, hey, here's the current plan is to do 4 Roth conversions. That's a lot of tax early in your retirement. You may not want to pay all that tax. That may just tax or stress your cash accounts too much. You may want to do that a little bit more over time. And then you could see what are your balances, how much is in Roth, how much is in pre-tax for the different options. This is gold. Then you come down to IRMAA, okay? And if you do the optimized plan, look at IRMAA. IRMAA is basically zero. You don't pay any premiums. If you do the current plan, you have 2 really rough years where you're paying 9,000 and let's say 5,000 in IRMAA premiums. Like I said, those are your supplement premiums. But let's go back. There's a special section on IRMAA that I just haven't highlighted this before. So this explains what IRMAA is, married filing jointly. Here's the married filing jointly, the income threshold, how much you're paying for Part B. So if you're bringing in $750,000 because of RMDs, or let's just say something more realistic, 334,000, you're paying 185, and a lot of people don't want to avoid that. Okay, so here's what your modified gross income is by year. Okay, by year, how many packages show you this? And this shows, what your IRMAA is going to be paid in your lifetime for the choices that you made. And the Roth conversions have a lot to do with this, a lot. So if you, you don't do any Roth conversions and then you hit your RMD age, mine's 75, and all of a sudden you got these large influxes of income, well, the government says that's income coming in and you're going to be paying a lot of IRMAA, but you can manage that with this software package. So that's what's so cool. So today I covered taxes, I've covered IRMAA, I covered money flows to reflect reality. This software package, I've been buying for 5 years now. I've been buying it for 5 years. Um, I just love it. It is my retirement plan. Everything's in here. I can have different scenarios to compare. Hey, how about what happens when I work one more year? How much more am I going to have at my mortality? How much more per month can I spend? Anything like that. How much more am I paying in taxes? So you can select that. So anyway, people like when I go through these scenarios, let me know if you have a Boldin scenario you'd like me to go through. Um, I love it. There's a link for free 2 weeks. When you select that, please use that link. I'm um, an affiliate of sponsor of Boldin, but I love them. I found them and was using them for a couple years before they started giving me a slight fee for getting people to try out their software. So, but I do really enjoy it, and I buy it myself. This is not given to me. This dummy account was given to me to use for videos like this. This Joe out.